Sean Kingston, the guy who gave us beautiful girls. The guy who had summer anthems blasting everywhere. The guy who was chilling with Justin Bieber like they were the ultimate BFFs of 2010 pop culture. Yeah, that guy is now going to prison. From flashy chains to federal handcuffs. Kingston just pulled one of the wildest celebrity crashes we've seen in years. And not because of some messy celebrity beef or a comeback flop. No, he and his mom just got caught running $1 million fraud scheme so messy it makes those Netflix scam documentaries look basic. We're talking fake wire transfers, a bulletproof Cadillac Escalade, luxury watches worth more than houses, and even a massive LED TV like he was auditioning for MTV Cribs 2.0. And the best part? He didn't do this alone. His own mother was allegedly riding shotgun in the scam. So how does a Billboard-topping, chart-dominating pop star go from ruling the radio to begging for mercy in a courtroom? And why does this fraud scheme sound like it was written by a bad screenwriter on their lunch break? That's exactly what we're about to unpack. Because trust me, the deeper you look into Sean Kingston's story, the crazier it gets. Let's rewind for a second. Before fraud, before the courtroom, before the handcuffs, Sean Kingston was a star. In 2007, he dropped Beautiful Girls, and it wasn't just a hit, it was an explosion, a cultural reset before we even use that phrase. It went #1 on Billboard. Every teenager knew it. You couldn't go to the mall, turn on the radio, or scroll MySpace without hearing it. Kingston was everywhere. The Jamaican-American kid with the smooth hooks, the bright colored videos, and that feel-good vibe. He wasn't just a one-hit guy at the time. He became the sound of summer. And the collabs? Oh, he had them. He teamed up with Justin Bieber, riding shotgun in the pop takeover. He worked with Nicki Minaj, Flo Rida, even Kanye at one point. On the surface, Kingston was living every dream. He had the money, the fame, the lifestyle. But here's the thing. The money wasn't stacking up the way it looked. Because behind those big hits, the financial reality was a lot uglier. Yeah, the lifestyle was huge. The chains, the cars, the houses, the entourages. But the checks? Not as fat as Instagram made it seem. And that's where the crack started. Because Sean Kingston wasn't just trying to live rich. He was trying to look rich. Big difference. And when your bank account can't keep up with your image, something's gotta give. For Kingston, that something turned out to be crime. End of the scheme. And let me tell you, this was not some slick Ocean's 11 style mastermind operation. No, this was sloppy, reckless. The kind of scam you pull when you watch too many heist movies and think Photoshop receipts will trick people forever. Sean Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, figure out a way to get insanely expensive stuff without paying a dime. Their weapon of choice? Fake wire transfers. They'd walk into businesses, order big-ticket items, flash around these fake proof of payment documents, and boom, they'd get what they wanted. And what exactly were they grabbing? Buckle up. A bulletproof Cadillac Escalade. Because apparently Kingston thought he was living in an action movie and needed protection from imaginary shootouts. Luxury watches worth hundreds of thousands. Because what's an aging pop star without an overpriced Rolex flex? And the cherry on top, a giant LED TV so massive it could probably be seen from space. Like, this man scammed for a TV. Not stocks, not offshore accounts, not some genius-level crypto scam. A television. It's both hilarious and sad. The scam wasn't small, though. We're not talking about a couple grand here and there. This was over $1 million in stolen goods and fraud. And here's the thing about pulling scams at that level. Eventually, people start to notice. Companies realize Sean Kingston wasn't paying. Victims put 2 and 2 together and realized those transfers weren't clearing. And once the law got wind of it, that was it. Game over. But let's talk about the plot twist. His mom. Now look, most moms are out here telling you to drink water, reminding you to pay your bills, maybe dropping a little inspirational text when you're down. Sean Kingston's mom? She was allegedly co-signing the fraud. She was actively involved in making this mess happen. Janice Turner wasn't sitting in the background knitting sweaters while Sean pulled scams. She was right there in the middle of it, co-engineering this $1 million disaster. And the courts? They did not let that slide. she ended up getting sentenced to 5 years in prison. And because she's not a U.S. citizen, there's the added kicker: deportation back to Jamaica when she gets out. Imagine that. A mother and son tag team crime duo, both ending up behind bars. It's not just a crime story, it's a family story. And it leaves you with so many questions. Was this desperation? Were they broke enough to risk everything? Or was it greed? Did they think they were smarter than the system? Or was it just straight up arrogance? Either way, the judge wasn't buying excuses. Sean Kingston got sentenced to 3.5 years in federal prison. Not probation, not a fine, real prison time. And even when he gets out, he's not free to roam. He's got 3 years of supervised release waiting for him. Translation: the system's gonna have an eye on him for a long time. His mom, like I said, got 5 years. And together, they've been ordered to pay restitution. They have to pay back the victims. Spoiler alert, good luck collecting on that. Now here's where it gets interesting, the reaction. Because when this news broke, the internet didn't just shrug. It lit up like wildfire. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, the memes, the jokes, the "I can't believe this" takes, they all came rolling in. Some fans were genuinely heartbroken, like, damn, Sean Kingston was my childhood. Others weren't shocked at all, saying he'd been living above his means for years. And of course, the internet clowned him. People joked that he scammed for a TV, like it was Black Friday at Best Buy. Others called it the ultimate fall from grace. But under the jokes, there was this weird sadness. Because for a lot of people, Sean Kingston is nostalgia. He's tied to summer road trips, middle school dances, blasting his songs on iPods. Seeing him crash and burn like this, it hits different. It's not just another celebrity scam. It's like watching part of your own past get dragged through the mud. And here's the thing. Kingston's story isn't unique. We've seen this play out before. Celebrities chasing the image, living way beyond their means, until it all comes crashing down. The spotlight fades, the money dries up, but the lifestyle doesn't stop. And eventually, the walls close in. So now we're left with a big question. Is Sean Kingston done for good? Is this it? The final chapter in a career that started with beautiful girls and ended with ugly crimes? Or is this just another act in a redemption story we don't see coming yet? Because in today's world, stranger comebacks have happened. We've seen stars bounce back after scandals, after prison, after public humiliation. And let's be real, people love a comeback story almost as much as they love a downfall. But here's the harsh reality. Sean Kingston isn't walking back into the industry like nothing happened. His reputation is trashed, his finances are a mess, and his credibility? Gone. The best he can hope for is to one day flip this into some kind of redemption arc. Maybe a memoir, maybe a reality show, maybe a song about lessons learned. Or maybe this is just a period at the end of the sentence. So what do you think? Is Sean Kingston finished? His name forever stamped as another celebrity fraud cautionary tale? Or will he somehow manage to spin this into a comeback when he walks out of prison gates? One thing's for sure, this story isn't just about a musician. It's about greed, fame, family, and how quickly it can all vanish. From Billboard #1 to federal inmate number whatever, Sean Kingston's downfall isn't just a headline. It's a reminder. The spotlight doesn't last forever. Please subscribe.